Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Prescott to throw it. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. When you talk about this Jets defense, against the pass, they're hoping to trend to the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2nd down and 4. They go again with Blue. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting the tone. And
he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quentin Williams. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So on fourth down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And right away he lost the football. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go with Blue between the 10. And the ball is knocked out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses. All right, back-to-back possessions. The ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just that quickly, and you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing sudden change. Get back out there, grabbing your helmets.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Donovan Ezeraku in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Fair catch.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
45-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
319, Jets.
Fields tapping it forward. Jets sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll give to Hall. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Here we go. Right.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Down to about the 32. The Jets at a disappointing 0-4 for the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0 for 4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it. I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Quez Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Jets 7. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now Fields going to run. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 37.
Straight ahead is Hall. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go, son. Go.
Hall again on second down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, son. Blue 58, blue 58, son. Son.
Fields. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. Still on his feet. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
Hall want to give up the middle. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Fields. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Ball again on second down. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Angel, 19 windy.
Back to throw, Fields. That is caught. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Now Folk for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Against the score, Cowboys 24, Jets 17.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2nd and 10. Prescott now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They run it with Hall as the option. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Fields now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
319,
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Down the numbers. There he goes. Breece Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 72 yards. And the Jets take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Tackle on that play by Quinton Williams.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
There's Prescott. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Dallas.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and 10 at the 17-yard.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They work now on 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
Jaded Blue. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they will take a 7-point lead.
24. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Go right in. 26.
Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
38, Jets 24. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big up.
There he goes, left side. Brees Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Brees Hall, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. On for the extra point is Folk. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Makes the score Cowboys 38, Jets 31.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's caught by Lamb. He's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Prescott now from the 50. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a shotgun handoff, Blue. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. They'll try and run again with Blue. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
A 40-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Jets.
Here's Fields. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 50.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
A gain of 32 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. All eyes on Fields. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. Here we go. 1st and goal.
That's another Jets. First down.
Jones will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Here we go, boy.
Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, That's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Cowboys, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the sideline, there's a look at the head coach of the Saints. His team playing exceptional football, 8-2 in their last 10. His counterpart on the Bucs sideline is Todd Bowles. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olson. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from Raymond James Stadium. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
Now 3rd down and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
So, on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. Nicole Hardman deep to return. Nearly a good one. And hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They're led out by a former star at Alabama. It's Jalen Milroe at quarterback.
Now, Mike, he's coming off a game where his touchdown to interception ratio wasn't exactly ideal. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters in this league is wins and losses. He was able to escape with the win. That's all that matters when it's all said and done. But having said that, he has to play a cleaner game, not only today, but going forward if his team ever wants to get to the level that they think they can play it.
On play action, Milroe moving to his right. Now he'll run. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Bucs have it.
Yeah, it's going to be unfortunate for this guy, Mike. I mean, that was incredible effort to continue to fight and break all those tackles, but it doesn't matter if you don't protect the ball. Sometimes it's just easier to say, hey, great effort, go down, live to play another snap. In this case, he just kept the play alive a little too long. The defense kept pursuing on him.
And he'll take it on in. Chris Godwin, touchdown Buccaneers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
Well, you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Velus Jones now on the return. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Saints offense and quarterback Jalen Milroe making their way back out there. And his numbers this season, eye-popping in a lot of categories. We'll just show you one. He is the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Milroe. On the run to the right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Now a handoff. Jones. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
from the shotgun, it's Milroe. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. Jones trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. From the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Milroe. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he gets to the outside. Throwing now, Milroe on 1st down. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, they give it to Jones.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Milroe. That is caught by Washington. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. On the handoff, Jones. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. David Long there on the stop.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
From the 46. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Milroe. 1st and 10. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down. Throwing is Milroe. Exiting the pocket right. This is hard toward the side of the end zone. Chris Olsen. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll look to pick up the pace.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down.
Play action. It's Milroe. Now is timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun. It's Milroe. Back deep for Olave. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Jacob Parrish on the coverage.
Milroe on 3rd down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half
Our trip around the league starts now. In the Motor City, the Lions at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And this is George Pickens. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 56 yards, touchdown.
This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Saints offense and quarterback Jalen Milroe making their way back out there. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down, New Orleans. Here's Milroe to throw. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On the zone read, this is Milroe. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Now Milroe facing 3rd and long. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And that is incomplete.
And you get a sense that in a really tight game like this, it's that one play that's going to tip the scales either way. So they come out swinging for the deep one on that one. They can't quite link up, but keep swinging. Keep generating those chunk plays, because typically in the NFL, chunk plays equal points.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Milrow. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled. Off the play fake, here's Milrow. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a second down. Now Milrow. He'll be hit. Might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Come on. Now it's Milrow. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Milrow. He'll air one out for Palmer. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Olave. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. On the run, Jones begins this fourth quarter. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
From the gun on third down, it's Milrow. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for first and goal. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Glad McConkey. Touchdown, Saints. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they...
Let it go. Now Milrow on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now on second and long.
It's second down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. This has been bizarre. From second in a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a first down. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Throw it here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. The right side to Olave. Here's 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Saints, 1st down.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Down the field, he's got Washington. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's another Saints 1st down.
Again, it's Milroe. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
This is caught at 2. And he's in. Press Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7th on the year. Jones going to try to run it in. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. So a win here for the Buccaneers. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in
when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome your New Orleans Saints?
On the Carolina sideline, it's their head coach, Dave Canales, hoping his guys took full advantage of the late season off week in the schedule, trying to heal up now for the stretch run. On the other sideline, it is the head coach of the Saints. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it once more with Jones. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now he'll air one out. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
He was defended by Trayvon Merrick.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, New Orleans. Milrow going to hold on to this one. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
To the air, it's Milrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebackers. On 1st down, it's Milrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, it's Jones. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he cannot get the throw off. Throwing now, Milrow on 1st down. Oh, he's trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. And his offense is going to be up. They'll throw on first down with Milroe. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. 3rd and long. Throwing is Milroe. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Jones. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And the Saints, first down.
From the gun, it's a run. It's Jones. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain. Brings up 7.
Out of the gun. It's Milroe. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
That one is complete to Hartman. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
They'll go play action with Milroe. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 31 yards.
Another Saints first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Milroe. That's complete. It's McConkey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Milroe gonna throw it again. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Let go.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Here's a 2nd and 12.
At the 12-yard line.
And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
On 3rd down, Milroe. Flush to his right. This one caught just past the pylon. Off the play fake, here's Milroe. In trouble, and down he goes. Derek Brown getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year.
15-yard line.
Here's Milroe to throw. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
He runs straight ahead with Jones. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And it will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's close to another 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker. From 29. Here's 2nd down and 2. This is Jones. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They go play action now with Milroe. That is caught. What a throw. Play action, it's Milroe. And for the 4th time today, he has... On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but it's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. It is 3rd and long. Now Milroe. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Milroe. That is incomplete. Now Milroe on 1st down. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the 1st play. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, Milroe escaping to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
That's another Saints.
A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Saints 1st down. Right side hauled in by McConkey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down, they need 3. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 19, Tiger 19, Mustang 19, Dragon 60. Ready?
Now it's Milroe. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. That a good. Now faking the give. Now a ball deep. middle of the field, and that is incomplete. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Jones. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 1.
3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9.
Here's Jones. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
On the play. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Milroe. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to have a Saints 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic 1st down.
Got it. Ready?
So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is 1st and goal from the 1. They'll go with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Ready? Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Milroe. That is caught at the 3. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal. No handoff, he'll keep it himself. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. From the gun, it's Milroe. That is caught, and he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it here. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. On 1st and 10, it's Rattler. That is caught back corner of the end zone. This one, a win for the Saints, and it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners. As we say, so long from New Orleans.
saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Saints fans, line up the dome and welcome your New Orleans Saints.
On the visiting sideline, Aaron Glenn, head coach of the Jets. These guys hoping that one loss last week doesn't become two here. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Milroe from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They get 22 on that one. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
He's on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Saints.
Here we go, here we go.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They're giving it to Jones on the option. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Flush down out to his left. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Finds him over the middle. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal. That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. The Jets with an early lead. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the start of the 2nd. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6. Milroe's going to sneak it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Saints finish. First down throw here from Milroe. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinton Williams. Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now. 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throw here. 3rd down. He rolls to his right. That one going to go against the D.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, get a little push, and now you get a third down conversion via penalty.
That's another save.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line. His defense all over this one. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he could move those chains. Third down, 1 yard to go. He's going to try to pick it up. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 1. It's
fourth down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Off the play fake, Milrow. That's caught by Chris Olave. And who nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. All set now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Milrow. Forced out to his right. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Saints now lead by 10. Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
I don't fault that look at all, kick downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. Throwing here just before halftime. He's throwing this all the way for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab